Did you know you can perform calculations directly in Word tables? No need to switch to Excel. Today, we'll show you how to insert formulas into Word tables to automate your calculations. Firstly, start by inserting a table. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon, then select Table, then select your size, for example 5 by 5. We have already inserted a table with some numbers to speed things up. To insert an automatic calculation, click in the cell where you want the result, then go to the Layout tab, Table Layout right here, and then select Formula on the last tab under Data. A formula dialog box opens up with the suggested formula. Word automatically detects nearby numbers and suggests sum. Sum left. What does it mean? It means that simply Word has looked up through the left to the cell we're in and summed up all the figures that are to the left of our location. Click OK, and there you go. In Word, you can use many different formula types. To be precise, 19. You can use some very familiar functions like if, average, minimum, maximum, product, and a few others. And we have a mini guide to all those functions in the video description, so make sure to check it out. Another very interesting feature that we have in Word, you can also use cell coordinates of the table, just like in Excel. And the below table is the same size, as in it has the same number of rows and columns as the one above. But the bottom table shows cell coordinates, just so that it's easier to understand what we're going to do next. And what we're going to do next, we're going to practice inserting some functions and use some cell references instead. So for example, what am I going to do? In the total line here, we'll use sum above. And what it does, it'll essentially add up all these figures for us automatically. In this cell, we'll use this specific formula, sum C2 to C5. What does it do? C2, C3, C4, C5. It'll sum up all these figures. So you see, you're not limited to sum above, right, left, below. You can use cell coordinates as well. Oops, wrong place. What we're going to do here, we will select the product function, which will multiply all the figures above. So what we'll do, we'll select product and we'll delete the sum. And we can either use above or the cell coordinates. There we go. And let's use sum B5, D5 here. What's B5, D5? Oh, actually that's from that row, so we'll put it into that specific row. And then here we're going to insert the average, and instead of saying a specific cell reference, we're going to say average left, everything to the left, pick a specific number format, click OK. So there are a couple of things to be very mindful in Word calculations. Firstly, if you change any specific number right here, the function or the formula will not update. What you need to do, you need to right click, click Update Field, right? Or what you need to do, you need to click on the actual calculation and press F9 on your keyboard, and then it will update. And unfortunately, you have to do these updates. The good thing is, you don't have to do this into individual cell one by one, right-clicking specific function and updating the fields. What you can do, you can select the text of the entire document by pressing Ctrl-A and then pressing F9. And then everything in your workbook will be updated. When you change the underlying data, the sums and averages and everything else you've inserted will not update automatically. You have to update them manually. So what we recommend, if you have a lot of complex documentation and a lot of data that feeds into it that is frequently updated. Do not rely on these formulas in word tables. There are some better methods to apply so that your calculations always remain up to date in Word. Check out our other videos on keeping a Word document up to date. So that's some more efficient editing from Skilli. Goodbye for now. Watch out for some more helpful hints from Skilli.